Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahamiryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Today I will give you a summary of the second chapter of Brihadaranyakopanishad. This second chapter also has got 6 sections, same like the first chapter. The 6 sections have got different names. First I will enumerate those names. Then I will give brief ideas about that chapter. First Brahmanam section is known as Brahmanam. First Brahmanam is known as Ajatashatru Brahmanam. Ajatashatru Brahmanam. Second Brahmanam is known as Shishu Brahmanam. Shishu Brahmanam. Shankarasha. Shishu Brahmanam. Third one is Murta Murta Brahmanam. Murta Amurta. Murta Murta. Murta Murta Brahmanam. Fourth Brahmanam is known as Maitreya Brahmanam. Maitreya Brahmanam. Fifth Brahmanam is known as Madhu Brahmanam. Last and final one, sixth Brahmanam is Vamsha Brahmanam. Vamsha Brahmanam. There also Vam Shakara, Shankarasha you have to write. Now first we will see the summary of the first Brahmanam. In the first Brahmanam, that is Ajatashatru Brahmanam, there are 5 levels of teaching given by Ajatashatru, a king. The Kshatriya, Ajatashatru, happens to be the guru here. Student happens to be the Brahmana, Drupta Balaki. His name is Gargyaha, Garga Gotraha, Garga Gotra Sambandhaha, Gargyaha. That Gargya has got a title. What title? Drupta Balaki. Drupta means Drupta. Drupta means proud. The one who is proud of his scholarship. Therefore his title is not good title, but because everybody calls him like a Drupta Balaki. Angry person சொல்லுவாங்க. கோபின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க, angry person. அது மாதிரி Drupta Balaki, a person who is having pride regarding his scholarship. One day he approached Ajatashatru and said, let us have a debate. I know everything, he said, Drupta Balaki. Then Ajatashatru is so happy. Come on, tell me whatever you know, I will give you 1,000 cows to you. Everybody is going to Janaka. I also am ready to have a debate with you. Because Janaka was very famous those days. All Pandits used to go to Janaka Maharaja only. Nobody is coming to me. At least you have come to me. I will also give 1,000 cows to you. Come on, tell me what you know. Then Drupta Balaki said about all Sagunam Brahma. This Upasana, that Upasana, Virata, Hiranyagarbha, everything he said. Then Ajatashatru said, what you know is very limited. What you know is very, very limited. So what happened? Drupta Balaki's ego was deflated. Like a balloon ego was deflated, punctured and artha. So Drupta Balaki was... one plus point is there with him. What is that? Then he surrendered to Ajatashatru. Hey Raja, you tell me, please. I am your disciple now, you please tell me. Then Ajatashatru starts his teaching at 5 levels. This is there, you take the first presentation. What you know is very limited. Therefore, he became disciple. Now, from second stage onwards, the teaching begins. The second stage, second level. You don't know anything in the first level. Okay. Then what is second level? What he says is Jiva Swarupa Pratipadanam. Who is this Jiva? Ajatashatru reveals that. Who is this Jiva? Actual teaching begins here. Supta Purusha Vichara Dvara Jiva Swarupa Pratipadanam. Supta Purusha Vichara Dvara. By inquiring or analyzing the sleeping person, by analyzing or through the sleeping person, by analyzing the sleep, Ajatashatru is going to establish the nature of the individual. Jiva Swarupa means nature of individual. Pratipadana means establishing. So, Supta Purusha Vichara Dvara. Vichara means inquiry, analysis. Jiva Swarupa Pratipadanam. You can understand Sanskrit. So, now both of them, Ajatashatru asked Drupta Balaki, Gargyaha, you also come along with me. Let us go to a sleeping person. Both of them went to a sleeping person. Then Ajatashatru said he want to wake up that person. He want to wake up. He called with his name something. He knows his name. He called his name, Are something he addressed. But that person, sleeping person, didn't get up. Many times he called. Very closely nearby also he didn't answer. He didn't wake up. So, what Ajatashatru did, just he shake his body, like this. Came near and catch his shoulder and shake him. Immediately he gets up. That person. Afterwards, Ajatashatru tells to Drupta Balaki, now look here, this person, when I called him, he didn't answer. He didn't get up at all. Many times I called him. That means what? He is not a listener. The listener status is not there for him. Listener status is not there for him. He is not neither seer nor listener nor knower. He do not know that I am calling. He is not a knower. Nor knower, seer or listener. Through this, what you have to understand? That means a knower status, seer status, listener status, all these are incidental. That is not the individual nature. That is not his intrinsic nature. When he is in waking state, every person is a listener, seer, toucher, taster, smeller, knower. But when he is sleeping, none of the status is having. That means all these are incidental. But person is there or not? He is there. How he is there? As a knower he is there, or a smeller he is there, or a listener he is like that in sleep? None of them. He is there. Who is that? Who is that? That person merge with his Atma Swarupam, which is intrinsic nature. Very simple. Every day we are sleeping. அது உபனிஷத்து சொன்னாதான் நமக்கு தெரியும். நமக்கு என்ன தெரியும்னு தூக்கம் தெரியும். We know how to sleep. But Upanishad has to say, you people who are all sleeping, in sleep state, you are all in your original nature. You are all in your intrinsic nature, which is not changing. Which is not changing. So therefore, with this we have to understand. Consciousness is an everyday sleep. We are all experiencing our own nature. We do not know our name, status, male or female, Tamilian or anything. Nothing we remember. Aham na kinchit avedisham. Kinchit na avedisham. I do not know anything. That I do not know anything, then third level comes. Now you understand this much is not a knower, listener, seer. This is second level of teaching. Now third level of teaching, that is consciousness, Chaitanya Atma alone is Jagat Karanam. That consciousness, it is neither smeller, nor toucher, nor knower, or anything. That consciousness is the Jagat Karanam, cause of this entire universe. This is the third level of teaching. Hey Drupta, hey Gargyaha, this consciousness alone is the cause of this universe. What is this universe? Atmanaha sarve pranaha. Atmanaha sarve lokaha. What are all born from Atma? From this consciousness, which is neither waker nor sleeper nor dreamer. Even that person do not know he is a sleeper. Is it not? The person who is sleeping do not know he is a sleeper. I was waker also, he do not know. Before going to deep sleep, I was a dreamer also, he do not know. What he knows? Nothing. Without knowing anything, is there. Awareness is there. Witnesser is there. Consciousness is there. That consciousness is the cause of this universe. From that Atmanaha, Pranaha, Lokaha, Devaha, Sarvani, Imani, Bhutani, Yucharanti, they all are manifesting. Vispulingaha, like a firebrand, from that how sparks comes. From fire, how sparks comes? Similarly, from Atma fire, sparks like jivas, beings, animals, birds, plants, the human beings, all are coming. Therefore, Atma eva Jagat Karanam. So this is a Mahavakya portion. So this consciousness, who is the individual, intrinsic nature, real I, is the cause of this entire universe. Means what? Brahma. Jiva Brahma Aikyam. Jiva, the consciousness, is the Jagat Karanam Brahma. I, the Jiva, the consciousness. When I say I, the Jiva, you have to knock off what? RCRM, lower I, you have to knock off. Panchakoshas you have to knock off. Three Sharirams you have to knock off. Knock off one and mentally, intellectually you disown. I am not that. Just that thought you have to entertain. Nothing to do anything, Just you entertain that thought. I am not the body-mind complex. I am the Jagat Karanam Brahma. Jivatma Paramatma Aikyam. So Jivatma Paramatma Aikyam or Jiva Brahma Aikyam. Paramatma means Brahma. Jiva Brahma Aikyam. Then fourth level of teaching is this Atma has got a secret name. Upanishad. Upanishad and a secret. Upanishad and a secret namam. Ajatasatru says this Atma, the consciousness, is Satyasya Satyam. Beautiful name. Satyasya Satyam. Based on this is a secret name only, other Brahmanas, 2 Brahmanas are elaborated. Satyasya Satyam elaboration only 2nd Brahmanam, 3rd Brahmanam. Because secret name, no, we cannot understand what is secret. Therefore, Upanishad wants to elaborate, explain. What do you mean by Satyasya Satyam? Satyasya means of that relative truth. You write a small letter truth. Satyasya Satyam means the truth of the truth. The truth means first truth is capital T, the truth of the truth. Second truth is small t. Truth and truth. என்ன பேசும்போது ட்ரூ டூ ಅನ್ನது காதில் கரெக்டாக விடலைன்னா கஷ்டம். என்னமோ டூத் எல்லாம் வருது. ட்ரூத் ஆஃப் த ட்ரூத். சத்யஸ்ய சத்யம். First truth is called absolute reality. Second truth is relative reality. Satyasya means of the relative reality. Satyam of the relative reality is what? Absolute reality. Absolute reality is the reality of the relative reality. Satyasya relative reality. Satyam absolute reality. So Brahman is the substratum, is the absolute truth. Brahman. Jiva Brahma Aikyam. So when Brahman is absolute truth, since Jiva also Brahman, that Jiva happens to be myself. Who am I now? I am the absolute truth. அதெல்லாம் உங்களுக்கு ஹோம்ஒர்க் அப்படி பண்ணிக்கணும் மனசுக்குள்ள. Since Jiva and Brahma are one and the same, Jiva eva Brahma, tasmat Brahman is the absolute truth. That Brahman happens to be myself, fortunately. So therefore I myself am the absolute truth. Absolute truth of what? Behind the entire relative truth. I am the absolute truth behind that entire universe, which is relative truth, relative reality. When I am, and we are saying I am the absolute truth and chollumbodhu, I am using the body mind medium, but body mind medium intellectually I have disowned. Otherwise how can body mind can become absolute truth? Body mind cannot become absolute truth. It is anityam, temporary. It is not satyam. Therefore, I, the consciousness, I am using the body mind medium. Body mind comes under what? Relative reality, because it is also comes under world. Therefore, I am the absolute truth. இதெல்லாம் உபனிஷத்தில் சொல்லாது. நமக்கு அப்போ you have to supply there. அதர்வைஸ் பிரம்மன் இருக்கார், அப்சல்யூட் ட்ரூத்தாக இருக்கார், நல்லா இருக்கேன். நம்ம எப்படி இருக்கா? நான் அப்படி தான் சொல்ல, நல்ல ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் சுவாமினி அப்படிலாம் சொல்லக்கூடாது. ஓகே, அங்கேயும் நம்ம ஓனாக பண்ணிகிட்டே இருக்கணும். இல்லை பணம் கொடுக்கும்போது நிறைய பேக்கெட்டில் போட்டுக்கணுமா வேண்டாமா? whenever people they are giving money, we have to nicely intelligently put in the packet. அந்த பேக்கெட் ஹோல் இருந்தேன்னா எல்லாம் அதனால மனசு இன்டலெக்ட் புத்தி எல்லாமே இன்டாக்டாக இருக்கணும். ஓகே, அதர்வைஸ் தட் சத்தியஸ்ய சத்தியம் போயிட்டு இருக்கும். ஓகே, நெக்ஸ்ட் திஸ் இஸ் த உபனிஷத் சத்யஸ்ய சத்யம். Now another name, Sanskrit name we can give. Relative reality means Vyavaharika Satyam. Relative means related. Vyavaharika Satyam. Vyavahara Yogyam Satyam. Absolute truth means Paramarthika Satyam. Paramarthika Satyam. With this, Ajatasatru says, Hey, Drupta Gargya, Drupta Balakin Kupramataru, Gargyaha, this is what the truth. You have to know this only. What you know is only Vyavaharika Satyam, you know. You do not know the absolute truth. This is called absolute truth. That absolute truth is Paramarthika Satyam, happens to be you yourself. What is this Vyavaharika Satyam? Again, second Brahmanam comes, Sishu Brahmanana. This Vyavaharika Satyam divided into two. Vyashti Vyavaharika Satyam and Samashti Vyavaharika Satyam. Vyashti Vyavaharika Satyam. Now Paramarthika Satyam you keep aside. Okay. Vyavaharika Satyam, relative reality, is of two types. One type is Vyashti Vyavaharika Satyam, means relative reality at micro level or at individual level, you can say. Vyashti means individual. Relative reality or Vyavaharika Satyam number one is at micro level or Vyashti level or individual level. Micro reality. Vyavaharika Satyam or Vyashti Satyam. Micro relative truth. Then second one is Samashti Vyavaharika Satyam, macro relative reality. Samashti means macro. Macro relative reality. So Vyashti Vyavaharika Satyam and Samashti Vyavaharika Satyam both come under Vyavaharika Satyam, relative reality. One is at total level, another one is at individual level. Vyashti, Samashti level, Vyavaharika Satyam. This second Brahmana talks about that Vyavaharika Vyashti Satyam. This Shishu Brahmanam is highlighting the Vyavaharika, Vyashti Vyavaharika Satyam is discussed here. Sthula Shariram, Sukshma Shariram, Karana Shariram. Sthula, Sukshma, Karana, Shariram. At Shariram level, at body level, physical body level, individual level. So Brahman is that substratum behind both micro Vyavaharika Satyam and macro Vyavaharika Satyam. Brahman, the Paramarthika Satyam, is not only behind the body, it is behind the entire universe. Samashti Vyavaharika Satyatiki, behind the substratum, the support is Brahman only. Vyashti Vyavaharika Satyatika Nama Rupa. Vyavaharika Satyatika, behind also substratum is, support is Brahman only. So, micro, macro, relative reality is supported by absolute reality, that is Brahman. Micro, macro, relative reality. Are you enjoying the subject? Ipoda recent mudichirukom Brihadaranyakopanishad. So, micro, macro, relative reality is supported by that absolute reality which is Brahman. The Vyashti, this here in this Brahmana, Shishu Brahmanam, there are many mystical words are used. Lot of words are used, technical terms like that. So simple, Sthula Shariram, visible gross body. What are all there in this Vyashti? Vyashti relative reality lo Vyavaharika Satyam. Enna Vyavaharam? Kettindirkonliyo. Enna Vyavaharam? Vyavahara you do where? In waking state or dream state or sleep state? Waking state. When you are doing the Vyavahara interaction with the world in waking state, which body you are using? Sthula Shariram. Sthula Shariram means gross body. Gross body you are using, therefore Sthula Shariram. we are doing Vyavahara in waking state. In dream, we are doing Vyavahara with dream bodies. In the dream, with the dream bodies, when you do Vyavahara, you cannot do Vyavahara with this gross body, Sthula Shariram. You have to do Vyavahara with the subtle body, the invisible subtle bodies. Not only dream, sometimes the body is not doing anything. You go on thinking, brooding, imagining, speculation, lot of things. That and all, who is doing? Chumma irkenna. Manasukulle pramadama poindirka cyclone. That is Sukshma Sariram is doing. So you have Sukshma Sariram now. Sthula Shariram also there. Karana Shariram included. Because Sukshma Sariram, Sthula Shariram cannot exist without Karana Shariram. This causal body is also included. You have to supply. Included. Whenever we say Sthula Shariram, Sukshma Shariram, Karana Shariram is understood. When we ever talk about the tree, branches, all the seed is included or not? Seed tavara ellame irukku Swamini sollakudadu. Seed is mukhyam, cause. Karana Shariram, adudha bijam. Okay, this is the Shishu Brahmana summary. Second Brahmana. So, Vyashti means nothing but Sthula, Sukshma, Karana Shariram. That which it does relative reality Vyavahara. Either in waking state or in dream state or in sleep also no Vyavahara. That's all. No Vyavahara there. Now come to the third Brahmanam. Very, very, very important Brahmanam. Murta Murta Brahmanam. This Brahmanam deals with the Samashti Murta Murtam. Samashti, macro. Vyashti Badrama Vedungo. Vyashti Anidadungo. We half va and ya ikara. Vyashti. V Y A S T. V Y A S T I. Vyashti. Vyavaharika Satyam and Paramarthika Satyam also discussed here in this Murta Murta Brahmanam. Macro means Prapanchaha. In Tattva Bodha we saw all these things. Basic. And Tattva Bodha is very, very important. It's a foundation. Sthula Prapancha, Sukshma Prapancha, Karana Prapancha. Gross universe, subtle universe and causal universe. Put together totally samashti, macro. Macro relative reality, macro vyavaharika satyam. First topic is here, Murta Amurta Prapancha is samashti vyavaharika satyam. Macrocosmic relative reality. This is the first topic discussed. Establishing this entire universe, Murta Amurta Prapancha is the cosmic, total level macrocosmic relative reality and establish pannita first. Then you have to analyze in the second topic. What is that second topic? Athata adeshaha neti neti. Negate everything. Negate everything. Negate all relative nama rupa. Either murtam or amurtam, everything. Murtam means visible, tangible. Amurta means which is not tangible, which is not visible, which is not perceptible. This is the next stage. Is nama rupa. When you negate from your mind, what remains is a blankness. Immediately we say, this Murta Murta Prapancha, so many nama rupas are there in the world. All of them you have to negate. Negate and na iti, na iti. This is not Brahman, this is not Brahman, this is not Brahman, this is not Brahman. Nothing is there in blankness. Not blankness, but the witnesser of blankness is there. That is Paramarthika Satyam. Observer, witnesser, Sakshi, experiencer of the visible and invisible entire universe is that Paramarthika Satyam Brahma. Murta Amurta Vilakshanaha. Murta Amurta Vilakshanaha. Paramarthika Satyam. World is Vyavaharika Satyam. Paramarthika Satyam Brahma. Who is the negator? I am the negator. Unnegatable negator. The negator of everything cannot be negated. To negate that negator, another negator is required. Anavastha dosham will come. Therefore, I am that consciousness, all-pervading Brahman, who is the substratum of the universe, which is Murta and Amurta, relative reality. Relative reality, Vesti level, is also Murtam. Body, mind, Sthulam is Murtam, Sukshmam is Amurtam, which is not having a form, shape. It is called Amurtam. Vayu, Akasha, Amurtam. Agni, Jalam, Prithvi, Murtam. Whatever you are seeing, all these are Murtam. Murti irukkiradhu Murtam. Avladha. Ennamo Murtam, Murtam. When I was studying 15 years back, it seems 15 and 20 years back, Swamiji, when he is talking about Murtam, Amurtam, romba interesting ga irukkum Murtam. What is this Murtam? What is this Amurtam? I used to know, it's a bug in our mind. ஏதோ பிகினிங்கில் படிக்கும் போது எல்லாம் குழப்பமாக இருக்கும். மூர்த்தம்னா that which has got a shape, மூர்த்தி. Amurtamana, which doesn't have a shape, a specific shape, illada, formless. Amurtam. Clear? Jagat fulla enna irukena Murtam, Amurtam. Which has got a form, which has got no form. Avyaktama irukku. Mango, what you are eating, it was in avyakta form, Amurtam. Apram Murtam. Like that, everything is Murtam, Amurtam. Akasha is Amurtam. Vayu is Amurtam. Clear? No form. You cannot see Vayu. You cannot see the space. Therefore, Amurtam. Now, come to that. This is about Samashti Vyavaharika Murta Amurta Prapancha over. Now, come to the fourth Brahmanam. Maitreya Brahmanam. So, Murta over Paramarthika Satyam is what? The substratum, the support, which is Paramarthika Satyam, is the Murta Amurta Vilakshanam. So, in this Brahmanam only, third Brahmanam only, Samashti Vyavaharika Satyam and Paramarthika Satyam are discussed. So, what is this Paramarthika Satyam finally? Unnegatable negator. When you say not this, not this, not this, Nama, Rupa, Prapancham is not Brahman. Vyavaharika Nama, Rupa, Vyashti level. Vyavaharika Nama, Rupa, Samashti level. Either it is visible or invisible. Either it is tangible or intangible. Either it is Murtam or Amurtam. Everything Vyavaharikam. It is mithya. That is coming later. That we will see later. Here, Murta Murta Prapancha Vilakshanaha Atma Brahma Ahamasmi. Vyashti level and Samashti level. You have to knock off everything. Next comes very, very important fourth Brahmanam, Maitreya Brahmanam. It's a very long portion. Maitreya and Yajnavalkya. There is a small story. Yajnavalkya has got two wives, Katyayani and Maitreya. So he is a Jnani, Yajnavalkya. He wants to take Vidvat Sannyasa. He wants to take Sannyasa to do Nididhyasanam. So he want to distribute his property to Maitreyi and Katyayani, both of them. And he gave some, whatever he is having, not crores and all. Small, whatever little he is having, he gave to Katyayani, and some portion of wealth he want to give to Maitreyi. Then Maitreyi approached Yajnavalkya and asked, where you are going? You are giving this wealth to me. Am I going to get Purnatvam, Ananda by this wealth? Am I going to get that Purnatvam, Ananda by this wealth? Then Yajnavalkya said, certainly you can never get Ananda through this wealth. But then I don't want this. You tell me what is that which gives Ananda, Purnatvam, total fulfillment. I want that. This money is not going to give fulfillment to me. Therefore, I am not interested in this money, wealth and all. Then Yajnavalkya is so happy. You are so pleasing. I like you so much, Maitreya. Come on, sit down. I will tell you what is that. Then Maitreya sat, and Yajnavalkya is revealing about that Brahman, Atma Swarupam. So she became the disciple, Yajnavalkya became the guru. Even though Yajnavalkya only teaching all over, the whole Brahmana, Yajnavalkya only teaching Papa Kanta Sosha. But Brahmana ke pair enna pair vandadilo, Yajnavalkya Brahmana nu sollakudado. Maitreya Brahmana vandavannadu. Maitreya Brahmana. Not only one place, another place she comes again. Maitreya Brahmana. Rendu edathila varuva. So she is very, very brilliant woman like you all, no? Brilliant. No? So what he said, Yajnavalkya, first stage of teaching. He says self-love is universal. Self-love is universal. Our Panchadashi topic, what we are seeing on Thursdays. Self-love is universal love. It is unconditional love. It is not based on any condition. Self-love anna Atma Prema. I love myself. Self-love. I love myself. So other than self-love, my love towards anything in the world, other than self-love, my love towards anything in the world, to any person, towards any object, is not true love. Self-love is unconditional. It is not based on any condition. Whereas love other than self-love on anything is conditional love. As long as the conditions are pleasant, congenial, I love that person, I love that object. Even money, as long as money, honey and wife, wife, children, car, house, anything, as long as they are giving me happiness, source of joy, if they are source of joy to me, they are object of ananda. If they are not giving ananda to me, they are no more a source of joy. This is the law. Anything in this universe, if it is a source of joy, it will become an object of ananda. It will become an object of ananda. The moment that object is no more a source of joy, it is not ananda vishayaha. Then immediately what I do, I give divorce. I detach with that object. Nicely I reject that object. Sometimes loudly I reject, sometimes silently I reject. Chollamal, கூறாமல் கூறியனி, அது மாதிரி பண்ணிடும். இது ரொம்ப நேச்சுரல் இன் த வேர்ல்ட். இட் இஸ் வெரி வெரி யூனிவர்சல்னு சொல்லியிருக்கேன். அதுக்கு யூனிவர்சல். ஸோ ஆத்மனஹா பிரியதம தத்துவம், பிரியதமத்துவம் ஃபஸ்ட்டு லெவல் ஆஃப் டீச்சிங். ஆனந்த பிரியதமத்துவம். ஃபஸ்ட் ஸ்டேஜ் இஸ் ஆனந்த பிரியதமத்துவம். Atmanaha Priyatamatvam. Everyone loves oneself is called Atmanaha Priyatamatvam. Priyatamanna dearest. Dearest. My letter enna eduthurom my dear ana dearest ani edutha maatam. Dearest ani edudina kuda adi not true. My dear ani eduthuvom. So who is dearest anna priyatama anna superlative degree. Taratama priyatama anna dear dearer dearest. Priyatamatvam anna atma has got the status of dearestness. Nam English, okay, dearest. Second is Atma is Ananda Hetuhu. Ananda Hetutvam. First conclusion is Atmanaha Priyatamatvam. Self-love, universal, unconditional. Second is Ananda Hetutvam, means the second conclusion. I love myself, therefore Atma is self, must be the source of Ananda. Since I love myself, what? I love myself, therefore the self, Atma, must be the source of Ananda. That's why Ananda Hetutvam is a technical term. Ananda Hetutvam. Why person gets suicide, all these things? Not that he don't like himself. He want to go away from the problems. That's why and the problem illana suicide panna maata undruva. Similarly, a person, when they loss of money, lost their wealth, sometimes they want to suicide. If you go and say you don't have any problem, I will give you money and sonna udane vellidu vandruva. Similarly, some people, disease, terminal diseases are there also. They want to die. Edavadhu marandu kudundo doctor nu solluva. Illa disease poyidthana, I want to live. They don't want to die. They don't want to die. Like that, one person daily goes to temple and asking, Bhagavan, I want to merge with you. I want to merge with you. Please take me. Please take me. So every day he is go on telling and taking lot of time in front of that temple. Pujari cannot able to lock the door. Then Pujari planned one day, he stood behind the idol and said, "Hey Bhakta, I am very happy that you want to merge with me. You come tomorrow, I will take you and you can merge with me." And Chulitaram. Then this Bhakta went. The next day he didn't come at all. Pujari is so happy. He didn't turn up. Enna Bhagavan வந்து கூட்டிட்டு போனா என்ன பண்றது? அது மாதிரி nobody dislike oneself. Okay, the Ananda Hetutvam. Then second stage of teaching is Atmanaha Vijñātatvam or Vijñeyatvam. Atmanaha Vijñeyatvam. Since the Atma is the source of Ananda, it is worth to know that Atma, Anand means joy. This Atma, which gives Anandam, Vijnayam, and when you know that Atma, you can get contentment, fulfillment, trupti, Ananda, all you will get. Therefore, Vijnayatvam, deserved to be, that Atma is deserved to be known, worth to know. It is worth knowing in artham. The source of Ananda it is, therefore it is worth knowing. That's why we are all coming here. No? You are wonderful, you are Indran, Chandran, Suryan, you are the substratum of the universe. வீட்டில் ஹஸ்பண்ட் ஒய்ஃப் என்ன சொல்ல, நீங்கள் ஒன்றுமே உதவிக்கல, யூ ஆர் யூஸ்லெஸ், உனக்கு அது தெரியாது இது தெரியாதுன்னு சொல்கிறான். வீட்டில் கிளாஸுக்கு வந்த உடனே என்ன அப்போ எப்படிப்பட்ட ஆனந்தம் பாருங்க. திஸ் இஸ் வாட் ஆத்மனஹா விக்னேயத்வம். So Atmava are drashtavyaha, shrotavyaha, mantavyaha, nididhyastavyaha are Maitreya. Agnivalkya says that Atma to be inquired. Drashtavyaha means to be inquired. Shrotavyaha, how can you inquire? Listen from a teacher. Shrotavyo mantavyo nididhyasitavyaha. You have to listen consistently for a length of time from a competent teacher. You can attain that Atma Swarupam. Attain means you can claim that you are Atma Swarupam. Mananam, nididhyasanam, contemplation. Repeatedly you have to dwell upon that. Then fourth stage, Chaitanya Srupatvam. This Atma which is the Ananda, source of joy, Ananda Hetuhu. This is Chaitanya Swarupam, which is the source of Ananda, is the consciousness. The nature of that Atma is consciousness. Evam va are Maitreyi idam mahat bhutam anantam aparam prajnana ghana eva. Prajnana means consciousness. I, the consciousness, I am not the part of the body, property of the body, product of the body. I, the consciousness, enlivens the body. I, the consciousness, am independent of the body. I, the consciousness, am inside the body, outside the body. I, the consciousness, survive even after the fall of the body. I, the consciousness, cannot transact without the medium body. So therefore 5 points you have to remember. Then fifth stage is consciousness is Srishti Sthiti Laya Karanam. This consciousness, which is this consciousness, I, the consciousness, am the cause of this creation. I, the consciousness, am the cause of sustenance of this universe. I, the consciousness, am the dissolution ground of this universe. Like fire, how the sparks comes and they go back into the fire. From ocean, all that water comes in the form of vapor and form of water and form as a river and rain, river and merge into ocean, like that. Fire example, ocean example, Dundubi example. The sound goes from the drum and come back. Conch example. So many examples are there. But don't extend the example. In the Jivatma, Mulla Mullama Poi, and the rain water mass. Irandar Kalandar Madri Pandakodad. Here, now itself, Aham Brahma Asmi. In spite of body, mind, complexes. That's why we are all staying in complexes. Of course, I am not staying. All are in complex in apartments. Apartment, correct? Apartment complex. Ella complex. Deep portion apartments. Then sixth topic is this Atma is Sarvagataha. Since this is the cause of everything, Atma alone, appearing in the form of many objects. Since Atma alone is everything, everywhere, Sarvagataha, it alone is appearing in many forms, manifestations, all effects. The gold, when you are seeing ornaments, you are seeing the gold only. From gold only all ornaments came. When you are seeing ornaments, what you are seeing? Sarvatra Swarna Darshanam. Similarly, Sarvatra Brahma Darshanam. When you go to Tangamaligai, you see what? Sarvatra Swarna Darshanam, Gold Darshanam, Agada golden. When you come to Brahman, Sarvatra Brahma Darshanam, Brahman. Who is that Brahman? I am not gold, I am Brahman. I am Brahman. So, idam Brahma, idam Kshatram, ime sarva lokaha, sarve lokaha, imani devaha, sarvam, what? Adayam Atma. This Atma alone appearing as, gold alone appearing as a ring, bangle, chain, so many ornaments. Similarly, one Brahma is appearing as Brahmana, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, Sudras, plants, and trees, and shrubs, and animals, birds, insects, everything. In the form of easiness. In Amurta is manifesting in the form of easiness. In Murta, living beings, consciousness is manifesting in the form of Chit and Sat. chidrupena sadrupena sarvagataha. But without body mind medium it cannot be handled. Therefore I need body. Seventh stage, இப்போ என்ன சொல்கிறேன், நான் தான் எல்லாமே, எல்லாமே நானே தான், நான் தான் எல்லாமே. Then seventh stage is nirvikalpakam. Atma is nirvikalpakam. Yatrava idam sarvam atmaiva bhoot. When everything is Atma, tatra kam kena kam pashyet, kena kam jigret. What he can see other than Brahman, what he can smell other than Brahman, what he knows other than Brahman, that he gives mantra. Tatra kaha kena kam pashyet, kaha kena jigret, kaha kena shrunuyat, kaha kena manvita. What he can think, whatever he thinks, that is Brahman only. Whatever he knows is Brahman only. So wherever the mind goes, there the consciousness is. Yatra yatra manoyati tatra tatra samadhayaha. So Atma is nirvikalpaha, really divisionless. Very subtle point, no? It is divisionless, but all the divisions are apparent, unreal. I, the individual self, Atma, seemingly appear as many, as though divided, like pot space. Pot space as though divided. Pot space as though divided. Total space, pot space, hall space, but space is one. Like that, I, the Atma, as though divided in the bodies. But I am in everybody, in every body. Anandamo Ananda Paranga, இப்படி சொல்லிட்டே போலாம். Nice Brahmana. Atma seemingly divided, appear as many divisions. We have to dwell upon this on and on. Then eighth, last topic is Atma Aprameyatvam. This Atma cannot be objectified. Atma is not an object of experience. It is the experiencer of everything. Therefore, experiencer cannot be experienced. Observer cannot be observed. Knower cannot be known. Okay. Seer cannot be seen. Like that. That is why in Kenopanishad, Shrotrasya Shrotram, Manaso Manaha, Vachoha Vacham, Chakshusha Chakshuhu. Eye of the eye, ear of the ear, mind of the mind, thought of the thought, and intellect of the intellect. Ellame Atma. Nothing can exist. This is more important Brahmana. The next says, this is over. Fifth Brahmanam says, in the Murtam, Amurtam, Veshti, Samashti, alla interdependent. Fifth Brahmana, Madhu Brahmana. Madhu Brahmana means what? Madhu means mithya. Here Madhu means mithya. I am the substratum of Madhu. Mithya Jagat. Prapancha Mithyatva Nirupanam. Mithya means technically Madhu is called as mithya here. So, Paramarthika Satyam is that Atma, whatever is depending upon that Atma, Sarvam Mithya. Adi munnadi enna pannanuna, Vyashti depending upon Samashti, Samashti depending upon Vyashti. Enna paakret? Total is depending upon individual. Individual is depending upon total. Animals, plants, all are depending upon the human beings. Human beings are depending upon plants, animals. We are depending upon so many. On water, even Panchabhutas, all the Devatas, they are depending upon us. So we are all what? Paraspara Sambandha, Paraspara Adharam. We are all depending on each other, interdependent. Paraspara upakaritvam. Wherever paraspara upakaritvam, tatra tatra mithyatvam. Because they are not independent. They are surviving by depending upon something. Whenever anything is dependently surviving upon something, surviving upon something, that is mithya. It is the law. Yatra yatra paraspara adharatvam tatra tatra mithyatvam. Since body mind complex is depending upon, because they are inert, the inert body mind is functioning because of Brahman, therefore this cannot survive. Even this Brahman apparam, the body cannot survive without any food, without water, without air, without temperature, normal temperature. So this body is depending upon Panchabhutas, therefore it is mithya. Aswatantraha. How can it have an existence of its own? Therefore mithya. Government is depending upon citizens, citizens are depending on government. That's why government temporary mithya. Eppo endha government irukko namakke theriyadu. They are all depending upon what? Members of the parliament and the MPs, MLAs. They are all depending upon people. People are all depending upon what? Government. Like that. Both are mithya. Madri, all are interdependent mithya. Therefore what? There is one important. Einstein says, it seems, Einstein says this space and time cannot be conceived without creation. The time and space. In the creation illenna, you cannot conceive the phenomenon of time and space. The time and space theriyradhuke creation irkanum. This is the physics of Einstein. Einstein physics. But Newton physics inna, the space is independent of creation. Newton's physics statement. Einstein on the space and time can be known when there is creation. Therefore you have to accept the creation before you are talking the time and space. But whereas Newton says no, space exists before creation and solra. Adi taandi namma porom. As a space, time, even creation is mithya. Creation is not real. What is there? Brahman alone is there. Brahman alone appearing as creation. Creation is what? An apparent namarupa, mithya namarupa. So this is the first level of teaching in the fifth Brahmanam. What Brahmanam name? Madhu Brahmanam. So whatever is dependent is mithya. So atmanaha satyatvam. Prapancha mithyatva nischyaha Madhu Brahmanam first stage. Second stage la atmanaha satyatvam. Ella mithya mithya nu சொன்னதுக்கு அப்புறம் எல்லாமே பொய் தான் சுவாமினி అని சொல்லி போயிட்டாகணும். அப்படி முடிக்கக்கூடாது. Everything is mithya mithya, you say unreal unreal, then what is there? Atma satyam. Atma alone is real. So therefore if the whole world is mithya, tell me this mithya jagat depending upon what? See, snake you are seeing, unreal snake. Snake is mithya. That unreal snake is mithya. Where this snake is appearing? Rope. And the rope is satyam or not? Ange. And the example. Snake is mithya, rope is satya. Adi madri prapancham is like a snake. Mithya, 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 unreal. Upon which this mithya jagat is resting. How can you see a shadow? You cannot see without original person. Person has to be there to see the shadow. Just like that you see shadow. You cannot see. Like that any unreal thing, if you want to see, there must be a substratum behind it, original. Its source. What is that upon which this mithya prapancha is resting? And what Upanishad says, you know? You are that Brahman. Brahman ani cholli poidlam. And I want to say what? That Brahman you are. It is like an atom bomb, declaration. This is the Vedanta Dindiman declaration. Banging. You have to say like that, you are that మిథ్యా అధిష్టానం. మిథ్యా జగదధిష్టానం ఎన్న లలితా సహస్రనామ. మిథ్యా జగదధిష్టాన. That consciousness, you are the observer, the substratum, which is different from the world. Mithya nama rupa. So therefore, sava ayam atma sarvesham bhutanam adhipatihi sarvesham bhutanam raja. Then aham adhipatihi, aham raja, aham pranaha, life principle for everything. Cholanu. So atmanaha samarpitam, everything. Then third stage is Atmanaha Purushatvam. In the fifth Brahmana, Sava Ayamatma Sarvasu Purshu Purishayaha Tasmat Purushaha. Purayati Sarvam, indweller. Atma is the indweller. Atmanaha Purushatvam. Then fourth stage is Atmanaha Brahmatvam. Sava ayamatma brahma sarvabhut, like pot space. So atma eva. Then fifth is karya karana vilakshanam atma. Karyam jagat effect. Karanam is its avyakta form. In the renduku appanupattadi. Kshara akshara vilakshanaha. Aksharat Purusha Paraha. Tadetat Apurvam Anaparam Abahyam Ayamatma Brahma. This is the essence of Madhvidya. Whatever is there outside, that is Brahma. Whatever is there inside, that is Brahma. What is there upwards, it is Brahman. Downwards, Brahma. Adhastat, Purastat, Dakshinataha, Paschimam, Vama, Ellame Brahman Dana. Ellame Brahman Dana. Ella Cholabud Nani. So this is the dialogue between Atharvana Rishi and Ashwani Kumaras. The Madhu Brahmanam dialogue is between Atharvana Rishi and the Maitreya Brahmana. Anga mudichachu. Inga Agnivalika Maitreya nenakadungo. In the fourth Brahmanam itself we have completed that Maitreya Brahmanam. In the fifth Brahmanam, Atharvana Rishi and Ashwani Kumaras, the dialogue here. Then comes to the sixth Brahmanam. It gives the Guru Sishya Parampara, beginning from the Lord. Sadashiva Samarambham Sankaracharya Madhyam Narayanam Padmabhuvam Vasishtam. Like that, it Parampara. Vidya, this Parampara, Vidya is Anadi. Beginningless time it is coming. It is not any local Swami or Swamini's teaching. Understand? We are all like pipelines. The water is coming from the top. Inge Bhagavan nindi verudhu appadi. Adha Vamsha Parampara. Why this Vamsha Parampara? We have to know all these rishis' names. Vidya Stuti. How great this teaching. How this is coming from time immemorial, time-tested wisdom. No one can touch this knowledge. No one can shake this knowledge because it is standing on the fact, the truth. So it is Japartham also. You can remember all those rishis, they will bless you. Japa. Every day that Vamsha Brahmanam, if you chant, they will bless you. Japartham Vidyastutyartham Vamsha Brahmanam. Now note important mantras. With this, sixth Brahmanams are over. Important mantras are 2, 1, 20. Second chapter, first Brahmanam, 20th mantra. Then 2, 3, 6. Then 2, 4, 4. 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 10, 2, 4, 12, 2, 4, 14. Are very important in the Brahmana. Then 2, 5, 14, 15, 18, 19. 2, 5. Second chapter, fifth Brahmana. Madhu Brahmana. 14, 15, 18, 19. All these are solid mantras Shankaracharya quotes often. So worth to by heart. Very, very important. Advaita Sthapanam. Atma is Sarvatma. Sarvatma Bhava we will get. Everything is Atma. That Jnanam is possible. And this is the very important chapter. Therefore, Atma alone is the Srishti Karanam is established. Atma alone is there, non-dual. Nothing is there. Whatever you see is unreal. Jagat Mithyatvam, Atma Satyatvam. That Atma is myself. Therefore, I am Ananda Hetuhu. I am the Jagat Karanam. I am Sarvagataha, all-pervading. Therefore, what? Dukkha leshaha api nasti. I am free from dukkham. Why? I am the Ananda Swarupam reflecting in every Ananda. Pratibimba Ananda is depending upon me, the Bimba Ananda. I am Ananda Swarupam. Why this sorrow? Sorrow is not to me the Ananda Atma. Sorrow is belong to the body mind complex. அது இருந்து போகட்டும் அப்படியே. அதுக்கப்புறம் ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் வரும், மூட்ஸ் சேஞ்ச் ஆகிட்டு இருக்கும். பிகாஸ் மனசோ தேவதா சந்திரமா லைக் வெயிலிங் மூன், வெக்ஸிங் மூன் மாதிரி, இந்த மூணு பௌர்ணமி அமாவாசை மாதிரி அதெல்லாம் நடந்துட்டு இருக்கும். யூ கேன்னாட் change the Vyavaharika Satyam. Vyavaharika Satyam cannot touch the absolute reality. I am absolute reality in relative reality, body mind complex. Therefore, look at the relative reality as relative. Understand your absolute reality as absolute. It cannot be touched by Vyavaharika Shariram, Manasu, Prapancha. Because they belong to lower order of reality, I belong to higher order of reality. So higher order of reality cannot be touched by lower order of reality. It is touching madri thonnana, I have come down to lower order of reality. I am giving reality to the relative reality in artham. Don't give utmost importance to relative reality. Look at it as a movie, drama. So you can go and see a movie, not in TV, not in cinema hall. வெளியில போனா என்ன இருக்கு? சினிமா தான், டிராமா. ஓகே, இங்கே எங்கே இருக்கோம் இப்போ? அப்சல்யூட் ரியாலிட்டியில் இருக்கோம் இப்போ. சுவாமினி அங்கே கூட அப்சல்யூட் ரியாலிட்டி. நான் ஸ்டாப்பே பண்ண மாட்டேன் பாருங்க. அப்சல்யூட் ரியாலிட்டி தான். நான் எப்போவுமே absolute reality only and interacting in relative reality. Aham Brahma Asmi. Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.